Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? Believe you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay, guys. Morning. Sure you're having a great time. How has been your week? Hope trading has been going well. Hope it's been a profitable week. Okay, so we're going to start with the major forex pairs. First pair we'll be looking at is the GBP USD pair. Okay, let's see what we have on GBP USD. If you have anything you want us to analyze together, drop it in the comment space. Drop it in the comment space. So what do we have on USD? Okay, let me delete all these lines. With what we have on GBP USD, then GBP USD is bullish at the moment. GBP USD is bullish at the moment. As you can see, let's start with the weekly time frame. Weekly we switch to daily. Okay, you can see for weeks now, UPSD has been in a range, right? It has been in a range. So, in a range. So we had a support here. We had a support here, and you can see the market is currently trading below that support. Okay, so what do we have on daily? Okay, I see this candle closes as hanging man. Okay, it is trading below that support. You can see trading below that support. Let's go down to 4 hour and see what we have on 4 hour. This is an hammer, right? This is an so currently GBP USD is bullish. GBP USD is bullish, as you can see. It is bullish at the moment. GBP USD is what? Bullish. Okay, it is bullish at the moment. See what we have on 4 hour after the close of this hammer candle. You can also see that this hammer formed at a previous support level. Can you see this? This support zone is the rejection. That strong rejection from, okay, this support zone or your demand zone is the reason for this strong rejection. Okay, so this is an hammer which indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. I hope that is clear. So let's see what we have on 1 hour after the formation of this hammer. What do we have on 1 hour? Let's see what we have on 1 hour. If you have any pair you want us to analyze together, please drop it in the comment space. Okay, so let's go to 1 hour. What do we have on 1 hour? Okay, see on 1 hour, this high of this hammer and the market closed above that high. Okay, and there was a retracement, as you can see, price trades to fill a fair value gap on 15 minutes. Let's go to 15 minutes to identify the fair value gap. 15 minutes. So you can see on 15 minutes, if you go down to 15 minutes, you will see that we had a fair value gap here. And I think what price did was to come fill this gap. Can you see it? We had a fair value gap here. So price filled that gap and currently it's pulling back from that zone. Can you see that? It's pulling back from that zone. So GBP USD is bullish at the moment. GBP USD is bullish at the moment. My bias on GBP USD today is bullish. Okay, so let's move to the next pair. Let's see Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Let's start with the daily. Okay, let's start with the daily. Euro Aussie, I think Euro Aussie is bearish, and I'll share with you why I am considering selling Euro USD, Euro Aussie. You can see last week candle closed as a doji. You can see, and a doji indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. Okay, last week candle closed as what? A doji. That's on the weekly. Let's go down to daily. So after the formation of that doji, what do we have on the daily time frame? So you can see last week candle, third candle closed below this support. Can you see it closed below this bearish candlestick closed below the support? So I think what has played out in the market is a retest. As you know, when a support is broken, there's a possibility for price to pull back to retest that support that has become a resistance. As you can see, price has tested that support, which has become a resistance. See, price has tested that level. Okay, and you can see there's a strong rejection from that level. So let's go down to 4 hour. Okay, let's go down to 4 hour. Now, the bias would have changed from bearish to bullish if a 4 hour candle had closed above the high of this bearish candle. If a 4 hour candle had closed above the high of this bearish candle, we would have considered buying Euro Aussie. But you can see there was a strong rejection from support that was broken some resistance and also from the high of that candle. That's an indication that the sellers are still much in the market. Okay, they are still much in the market. So let's go down to 4 hour and see what we have on 4 hour at the moment. So you can see on 4 hour, you can see when price entered into that zone. You can see when price entered into that zone, a doji candlestick formed. Can you see that a doji candle formed, which indicates that the trend ending from bullish to bearish? So at the moment, the bears are still in control. If you're considering buying Euro or C, you should wait for price to break this zone. Okay, wait for price to break that supply zone. That is my take on Euro or C. That supply zone or resistance zone should be broken before you consider buying Euro or C. But at the moment, I think Euro or C is bearish. If we apply the trend line, and if you also look at the structure, you would see that it's bearish, right? If you look at the structure here, you can see it's been forming series of higher high, okay? It's been forming series of lower high and lower low. You can see lower high, lower low, okay? And lower low, you can see lower high. So it's been forming series of lower low and lower highs, which indicates a bearish structure. Okay, so that's my take on Euro Aussie. We should expect Euro Aussie to form a new lower low. Okay, we should expect it to form a new or to create a new lower low. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Okay, so that's it for Euro Aussie. Let's look at Australian dollar USD. Australian dollar USD. What do we have on Australian dollar USD? You can see Australian dollar USD has been ranging for some time. Okay, it's been ranging for some time. Okay, so last week candle, you can see last week candle closed as a spinning bottom. It closed as a spinning bottom. Another thing you need to notice here is that a support was formed at this point. Price tested that support, and you can see there is a rejection from that support. You can see. So at the moment, demand is increasing. Demand is increasing at the moment. Demand is increasing at the moment. So let's go down to daily. So this is the demand zone or the support zone. If this support zone is broken, then you can consider selling Australian dollar USD. Okay, if this zone is broken, then there's a possibility for price to drop to this next support level. But at the moment, demand is increasing. So I would advise you look for buy opportunity. I would advise you look for buy opportunity. Let's go down to daily. What do we have on daily? So you can see on daily, previous week, we had a resistance here. We had a resistance here previous week. And the Monday candlestick closed above that high. You can see that Monday candlestick closed above that high. So this is a breakout from a resistance. This is a breakout resistance. Okay, and previous week we had our support here. And you can see what played out today. This candle tested the support. You can see at the moment there's a strong rejection from that level. You can see there's a strong return from that level. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour to see the candlestick pattern we have on 4 hour. Okay, let's go to 4 hour to see the pattern we have on. Okay, let's go down to 4 hour to see. So you can see what we have on 4 hour. You see the candlestick at this support. Can you see? This looks like an hammer, though not a valid hammer. A valid hammer is weak, supposed to be 2 times the body. Okay, so though not valid hammer. Let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see the pattern we have on 1 hour. So you can see the pattern we have on 1 hour here. We had an hammer here. We had an hammer candle, and at the moment, the market is currently trading above the eye of that hammer. This indicates that there are buyers in the market. Okay, this indicates that the trend is changing from bearish to bullish. Okay, so I would advise, you can see after the breakout from this high, a value gap was created. A fair value gap was created. So you might want to wait for this gap to be filled, you might want to wait for this gap to get filled before you buy Australian dollar USD. Okay, that's what I'm actually waiting for. I'm waiting for this gap to get filled before I would buy Australian dollar USD. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If you can hear, drop your comments. Drop your comments. You can hear me. If you can hear me, drop your comments. So let's move to the next. So Australian dollar USD is bullish, GBP I'm bullish, Euro Aussie I am bearish. Okay, let's see gold. What do we have on gold? So on gold, what should we look out for on gold? During the weekly market analysis session, I told you guys my bias on gold this week is bullish. Okay, let's see the weekly. I told you guys the reason I'm considering buying. As you can see, the low of this bullish candle has not been broken. You can see the low, that low has not been broken. If the candle closes below that low, then one would consider selling gold. But at the moment, the market is still trading above this support. You can see the price has fell several times, and there has been strong rejection from that level. Okay, so my bias on gold still remains bullish. It still remains bullish. Okay, so let's go down to daily. What do we have on daily? So yesterday candle closed as a shooting star. Okay, the shooting star, which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. Okay, shooting star. So let's go down to 4 hour. After the close of the daily candle yesterday, what do we have on 4 hour? Okay, you can see on 4 hour. See what we have on 4 hour? We had a bullish candle and the next candle closed bearish, right? But it didn't close below the low of that bullish candle. If it had closed below the low of that bullish candle, we could have expected more bearish move on gold. See, we could have expected more bearish move on gold. So for today's market, this is our support. This is our support for today's market. We would only consider selling if that support is broken. Okay, if that support is broken, that is when we'll consider selling. But at the moment, price is trading above that support, so the bulls are still in control. The bulls are still in control, and they might push price up to this level to clear liquidity. Okay, we have liquidity, we have stop losses at this level that need to be cleared. Okay, so there's a high probability for gold to hit this level. If it breaks this level, it will aim for the next area of liquidity, which will be at this level. Okay, so my bias on gold is bullish for today's market. My bias for gold is bullish for today's market. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So which other pair do you want us to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Which other pair? Let's look at Euro USD. Let's see Euro USD. Okay. Euro USD. We had a support here. Price has not tested that support. Price has not tested that support. Okay. So after the formation of this pattern here, let's see. Let me go down to daily. What do we have on daily? So if you look at the Monday candle closed as an hammer, bearish hammer, and yesterday candle closed bullish. Okay, and the current market is bearish at the moment. Okay, so we had for our okay, so okay, so for today's market, this is my zone. This is the area I will be considering buying. Okay, my support for the day. This is my support for the day. If this support is broken, then we could see more bearish move on Euro USD. Okay, but at the moment, this support is still valid. Okay? It's still valid. Okay, so let's go down to 4 hour. What do we have on 4 hour at the moment? Okay, so if you want to buy Euro USD, you can see at this point we had what looks like an engulfing. Can you see this? This looks like an engulfing pattern. Okay, so I would suggest if you want to buy Euro USD, wait for price to break this resistance. Price to break this resistance. That's take on Euro USD. I am bullish on Euro USD. I am bullish on Euro USD. That is clear. That is clear. That is clear. Okay, which other pair do you want us to look at? Which other pair? Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let's look at GBP JPY. Okay, on GBP JPY, I am bearish. Okay, I am bearish on GBP JPY. So let's start with the daily time frame. You can see price tested this resistance level and there was a strong rejection from that level. You can see there was a strong rejection from that level. Okay, if we apply the Fibonacci 2 on this swing low to this swing high, we should expect price to pull back to a discount level. Okay, now at the discount level, you will see we have a fair value gap here. So you might want to see price fill this gap. Okay, you might want to see price fill this gap, or at this point, we had a fair value gap. So this could be your first target. You're selling DJ, this could be your first target. Okay, there's a fair value gap here. This could be your first target. Okay, and this could be your second target. Okay, so at the moment, uh, GBJPY is bearish. Let's see what we have on 4 hour. GBJPY is bearish at the moment. You can see it is bearish at the moment. GBJPY is bearish at the moment. You can see at this point we had a doji candle form. Okay, on GJ, you can see a doji form, and the next candle that closed below the low of that doji. It closed below the low of that doji, which indicates changing trend from bullish to bearish. Okay, so on GJ, I am bearish on GJ. I am bearish on GJ. That's what we have on 1 hour. Let's see the structures we have on 1 hour, and you can see, okay, you can see what we have here. Let's go down to 15 minutes. I want to confirm the structure on lower time frame. Let's confirm the structure on lower time frame. You can see, okay. I think it's been forming series of lower high and lower low. Can you see that? On 15 minutes, it's been forming series of lower low and lower high, lower low and lower high. So it's a bearish structure on 15 minutes. It's a bearish structure on 15 minutes. I hope that is clear. If there's anything you want us to analyze together, drop it in the comment space. I want to see your comments. If you have any question, drop it in the comment space. Drop it in the comment space. Okay, so I'm bearish on GG. Okay, so technically, I'm bearish. I'm bullish on GBP US, bullish on Australian dollar USD, bearish on Euro Aussie, bullish on gold. Technically, okay. I hope that is clear. Do you have any question? Mr. Tunde, GBP USD, okay, I've looked at GBP USD, but let me visit again. Let me revisit on GBP USD. So my bias on GBP USD is bullish. I am bullish on GBP USD. Okay, let me tell you why I'm considering buying GBP USD. Okay, so if you look at what we have here, you will see that for some time GBP USD has been in a range, right? It's been in a range, no clear direction. But you'd also notice support. You can see that price has tested that support several times. Support zone. We would consider selling if this support zone is broken. that would be the right time to sell or to consider selling GBP USD. At the moment, this support is still very valid, right? It's still very valid. Until this support is broken, we can't sell GBP USD. So let's go down to, this is daily time frame. Let's go down to 1 hour. What do we, sorry, 4 hour. Let's go down to 4 hour before we switch to 1 hour time frame. So if you look at 1 hour, you can candlestick that form there. This is an hammer, right? This is an hammer candlestick, which indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. Now, another thing you need to consider here on 4 hour is this. Can you see this? Had a support here. If you come here also, you will see that we had a support. So price tested the support and there was a strong rejection from that support. Can you see that? There was a strong rejection from that support. Now let's go down to 1 hour. What do we have on 1 hour? So you can see on 1 hour also, I want you to pay attention to this. I want you to pay attention to this. If you see what we have on 1 hour time frame, you will see that we have high here. You can see this. The high of this bearish candle on 1 hour. I want you to take notice of this. You can see the market is currently trading above the high of this bearish candle, which indicates that we have more buyers in the market. It indicates that the bulls are in control. Can you see that? So at the moment, USD what is bullish, is bullish. So if you're buying GBP USD, you have several areas of liquidity on GU. Your TP could be at this level. It could also be at this level. It could be at this level. Technically, GBP USD is bullish. My bias on GBP USD is bullish. Okay, it is bullish. I think we are expecting major news by, right? There'll be a major news by, let's check the fundamentals. Let's check the fundamentals. I think a major news will be released by 2:30, right? By 2:30. Let's check the fundamentals. I hope that is clear, Mr. Tunde. I hope that is clear. Is there anything you want us to look at? Please drop it in the comments, please. So today is on January 31st. We have several major news that will be coming from the United States. Okay, today is okay, FOMC. Today is FOMC day, okay? By 8 p.m. Okay, federal funds rate and the FOMC statement to be released by 8:30. So we should expect increased volatility in the market from 7:30 to 8:30. Okay, we should expect increased volatility between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. Okay, and it's possible that price will range before the news is released. It is very possible that price will go into a range before the news release. Okay, so federal funds rate expectation, the previous was 5.0 and the forecast is 5.50. Okay, so they are not expecting any change. They are not expecting any change. So what we're waiting for is the actual value. That's what we're currently waiting for. If the actual value exceeds the forecast, we will gain value. It will be positive for USD if the actual is greater than the forecast, and if the actual is less than the forecast, it will be negative for the United States dollar. So for example, if you're trading GBP USD, if the news favors the dollar, you sell GBP USD, and if the news does not favor dollar, you would buy GBP USD. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. To look at, let's look at one or two more pairs before we end on the session. Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let's look at USD card. USD card. So let's start with daily time frame. Let's see how USD can be closed. You can see see what we have on USD card. You can see we had what looked like a double top here. We had what looks like a double top here. Can you see this? Looks like a double top, and Tuesday candle, right? Monday candle closed below this support. You see that it closed below this support. This tells me that supply has exceeded demand. Okay, this tells me that supply has exceeded demand. So when supply exceeds demand, price is expected to drop, right? When supply exceeds demand, price is expected to drop. So I am bullish on USD card. My buyers on USD technically it is bearish. It is bearish. So I expect USD card to drop this low. Sorry, this okay. You can see we had a fair value gap here on USD card. So I expect USD card to drop to this fair value. I expect price to fill this gap. So that's my take on USD card. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Okay, so let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF. Okay, USD CHF also is bearish. Let's start with the daily time frame. So the pattern we have on USD CHF is similar to what we have on USD card, and that's because both pairs are positively correlated. If USD card is bearish, there is a high probability that USD CHF would be bearish because USD is the base currency on pairs. USD is the base currency on both pairs. So that's what's playing out here. First, you can see we had a resistance here. We had a resistance here, which became a support. After this candlestick closed above this resistance, this resistance became a support. We also had a support here, which became a resistance. You can see this. This was a support. After this candlestick closed below this support, this level became a resistance. Okay, so you can see that price broken. Okay, that is if a candlestick closes below this zone, a 4-hour candle or 1-hour candle closes below this zone, and you should consider. Okay, USD card. Okay, consider selling USD card and your TP to be at this level. So that's my take on USD card. My buyers on USD card is bearish. It is bearish. Also, if you go to the daily, see what we have on the daily, you will see that we had a support last Thursday. Last Thursday, a support was created, and Monday candlestick broke out from that support. When the support is broken, it indicates supply has exceeded demand. We have more sellers than buyers. That's what it indicates when a support is broken. When a resistance is broken, simply means we have more buyers, more demand than supply. And when demand exceeds supply, we expect price to go up. I hope that's clear. Let's go down to 4-hour. Okay. And so 1 hour, what do we have on 1 hour? So you can see what we had. Here's an engulfing pattern on 1-hour time frame. This is an engulfing pattern. You can see where that engulfing pattern formed. You can see it formed at the previous resistance level. You can see this resistance zone is the reason for that rejection. Okay, it's the reason for that rejection. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Do you have any question? Do you have any question, or is there anything you want us to analyze together? Let me know. Drop it in the comment space. How is your trading going? I hope it's been profitable. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment space. Drop it in the comment space if you have any questions. Any question? Do you have a question? Any other thing you want us to analyze together? Drop it in the comment space. I believe you can hear me. Do you have any questions? All right, no question, no question. Okay, we'll come to the end of today's session. I appreciate you guys for your participation, and I wish you guys a profitable trading day. Like I always advise you guys, every execute in the market, ensure you apply a stop loss before you execute the trade. Ensure you know the risk as well. You should know the dollar amount it's going to cost you if the trade goes against you. Ensure you apply properly. Use stop losses on all your trades. It's very important. Today we are expecting news from the United States, so you have to be very conservative. Be very conservative. Thanks for your participation. Do have a great day.